Well, it is a tough topic, but that is why there is an awareness month to bring attention to it. We are talking about April being Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
There is a local resource that can help. Noelle is here from Reach Counseling. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's start out by talking about why it's important to have a month dedicated to raising awareness of this issue.
Yeah, sexual assault is something that no one wants to talk about, right? We even notice when we're out boothing at community events or giving presentations, we notice when we say the words, even folks in the audience shrink in and they just don't want to talk about it. It's so taboo, but it's everywhere. And everyone either knows someone or has a story of their own. So it's really important that we bring awareness to it so folks don't feel so alone.
Sure. Let's talk about what victims go through, and it might not be behavior that we would recognize or expect.
Yeah, absolutely. So something that's really common for survivors are symptoms that are pretty similar to post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. And so that can be re-experiencing the assault or having these intrusive thoughts of the assault and thinking about it. Hyperarousal is another one. So having things that smell or that look or that sound the same way that when they were assaulted can bring them back to that moment, which can be confusing for some folks, being, you know, like, oh, it's just a whiff of beer, or you're at a bar and it's dark lighting. What do you mean you're having this? Emotions come up and it's coming from that assault. Those are just two examples of quite a few different symptoms that can come out after experiencing one.
Well, let's delve into the programs of Reach Counseling, starting with victim advocacy. What can you do there?
Yeah, so our victim advocates offer medical, legal, and personal advocacy. So medical meaning that we show up to the hospital day or night. Holidays, doesn't matter what, we'll show up with a survivor for that forensic exam and support them through that process so that they don't feel alone, they understand that they have full autonomy during the exam. Legal advocacy, helping them through the court processes, and finally personal advocacy. So across both systems, as well as outside of those systems, helping folks understand their trauma symptoms that are coming up and how to manage them.
Talk about the education piece that your team offers and who they're trying to reach in the community.
Yeah, so we're really proud of our prevention education program. Historically, we are in over 70 schools across Winnebago County annually, and that education scaffolds from the very beginning all the way to senior year of high school. And we're really excited starting this coming fall to offer those services to Outagamie and Calumet counties as well.
Well, I wanted to delve in on that. We'll get to that in a moment, but let's talk finally a little bit about treatment as well. I was surprised to learn that you offer treatment for offenders, but if we are approaching this as a community, that is where we also need to focus.
Yep, absolutely. And it's not uncommon for folks to be a little shocked at first when they see offender treatment on our list of services. But if we are only treating survivors, we're always going to be treating survivors, right? And so we want to act proactively, help offenders come back into society and readjust, also addressing what leads to that offending behavior so we can ultimately reduce rates of recidivism or reoffending.
Sure.
You mentioned that expansion into Outagamie and Calumet counties. What enabled you to do that?
Yeah, so this last fall we received a grant from the Wisconsin Department of Justice to expand our prevention, advocacy, and therapy services to Outagamie and Calumet County. So we're so excited. We've hired a lot more advocates, prevention educators, therapists, and we're actually opening up a second location. We're currently housed in Neenah. We're opening a second one in Appleton very soon.
Okay, well, this is the people to go to if you need help. Reach Counseling Services serves Winnebago, Outagamie, and Calumet counties. Their 24/7 helpline is 920-722-8150.
You can also find more information at reachcounseling.com.
Thank you, Noelle.